Friday nights in the SEC, college baseball addiction that never gets old. And tonight, the number 4 ranked team in the nation is in town as the South Carolina Gamecocks welcome the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'm Dave Weinstein alongside the Major Leaguer Grayson Greiner. It's the SEC home opener for South Carolina, a top 5 team in this league. Grayson, the opportunity for really big wins. It's endless.
Yeah, Dave, every weekend in this league is an absolute battle. No different here tonight. The Gamecocks welcome the number 4 team in America, the Arkansas Razorbacks. First game of a series, always so important. Both teams would love nothing more than to walk out of here with a win tonight.
And Arkansas brings in a ton of preseason All-Americans. However, South Carolina looks like they have a future All-American in Will Craddock.
Yeah, the freshman was really a bright spot for the Gamecocks last week. Hit .350 with 3 home runs over his last 5 games. Season numbers up there on the screen. Has all the tools you want in a young hitter. Continues to provide some thump in the middle of that Gamecock order.
Having outstanding freshman season for South Carolina is Will Craddock. Meanwhile, Arkansas brings in one of the most talented catchers in the country, Grayson.
I'm so excited to watch this guy, Dave. Accolades are extremely impressive. Preseason All-American, first team, USA Collegiate National Team catcher. A guy that has a chance to be one of the first catchers off the board in this summer's MLB draft.
He's on the preseason Buster Posey watch list, Golden Spikes watch list. An outstanding backstop for the Razorbacks. On the mound for South Carolina, it's the Gamecocks ace, Josh Gunther.
Gunther's been phenomenal. Fastball will be 90 to 94. He's got a couple different pitches. He's got a cutter, a breaking ball, a changeup, and he'll mix them in different counts. Against Florida and Clemson, both nationally ranked teams, 13 1/3 innings, 3 hits, no earned runs, and 15 strikeouts. We'll need to be sharp against a really experienced Razorback lineup.
And here is the lineup that he will face. Leading off for Arkansas will be the left fielder Damian Ruiz, batting second. The shortstop Camden Kojal, batting third. The catcher Ryder Helfrich, cleaning up the right fielder Zach Stewart, batting fifth. The center fielder Micah New, batting sixth. The first baseman Reese Robinette, batting seventh. The designated hitter Kuhio Aloy, batting eighth. The third baseman TJ Pompey, and batting ninth. The second baseman Nolan Souza. Series history between these two teams is in favor of the Razorbacks. They've won 5 straight series against South Carolina, including 2021 and 2024 here at Founders Park. Last year it was a sweep for Arkansas in Fayetteville. Always a tough opponent for South Carolina, Grayson.
Always. This is one of the premier, probably top 3 programs in America over the last decade or so. Always a very, very tough opponent.
Just about ready for first pitch here at Founders Park. It's low and outside to Damian Ruiz. Redshirt junior from Livingston, Texas. He's a transfer from Lamar. Having an outstanding season, .359, a homer, and 8 driven in out of the leadoff spot. 2-0 the count. He's a team leader in batting average and stolen bases. You want to keep him off base. Tied for the team lead in on-base percentage. There's a strike. Gunther, a Wake Forest transfer. His last start at Florida was outstanding. 6 1/3, no hits. No runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Season high 94 pitches and no decision. Deserved a better result than that, though, Grayson.
Yeah, all you can do on the mound is give your team a chance to win, which he certainly did that. The bullpen did as well. Just unable to scratch one across against the Gators.
It's a leadoff walk for Ruiz. As I mentioned, he is the team leader in stolen bases, 7 of 8. So you have to keep an eye on Ruiz. In the field tonight for the Gamecocks, left to right in the outfield, it's Lazama, Bach, and Juhas. Evans getting the start at third. Scobie's at short, Craddock's at second, Hollins is at first, and LeCroy is behind the plate. So 1 on for the star hitter, Camden Kojal. There's a strike.
A little fake break over there from Ruiz. Team that can be aggressive on the base paths.
As a team, they already have 33 stolen bases this season through 22 games. They're 33 of 40. That bounces in. Throw down from LeCroy. Didn't really have a chance. Ruiz in scoring position with nobody out.
Yeah, LeCroy did everything he could right there just to keep that ball in front. Kicked off to his left too far to have any chance of getting Ruiz at second.
One and one the count on Kojal. Two and one. Junior from Omaha, Nebraska, preseason All-American. Preseason first team All-SEC. Not disappointing if you look at those numbers. 346, 6 homers, 27 runs batted in already this season for Kojal. Early RBI opportunity here. Gunther has fallen behind the first two hitters in the lineup for Arkansas.
Yeah, that's not a place he's going to want to live here tonight. An experienced team that shrinks the strike zone, especially when they're in plus hitters counts.
There's 93 past Kojal. The count is full. Kojal in his second season with Arkansas, team leader in most offensive categories. The 3-2. We'll do it again. I mentioned most offensive categories. I'll give them to you. Hits, runs, doubles, triples, homers, runs batted in, and slugging percentage.
Yeah, he's an unbelievable hitter. Yeah, that's gotten stronger and just a really hard worker, Coach Van Horn tells us.
Grounded through the right side. A base hit for Kojal. Ruiz on his way home. An RBI single for Camden Kojal. Arkansas on the board first. They lead 1-0.
Continues to add to those stats. Gets a 3-2 fastball out over the plate. Doesn't pull off it, just stays on it and shoots a ground ball back up the middle for an RBI to start the game for the Razorbacks.
Here's the number 3 hitter, Ryder Helfrich. Helfrich, another preseason All-American, California native. One of 2 Razorbacks on the preseason Golden Spikes watch list. Fake break from Kojal.
Kojal not a big runner, 1 for 1 on stolen bases this year. I guess when you got Ryder Helfrich hitting behind you, you're kind of always in scoring position.
A little bit of an issue here early for Gunther. Falling behind first 3 batters. Delivers a strike.
He's going to have to come back with a fastball here. Hasn't established the breaking ball or the changeup yet for strikes. You're not going to throw your first one 3-1. See if the runner's in motion or stays put.
Stays put. It's fouled back, and the count is full. More likely, though, to go here, Grayson.
Yeah, probably going to be in motion with Kojal here. Threw a 3-2 fastball to Kojal that he hit back up the box. See what he goes to Helfrich with.
Check on the runner. '21 game reach base streak this season for Helfrich, every game he's played in. All of his starts have been behind the plate. Finally got a day off on Wednesday. The 3-2. It's ball 4.
I think LeCroy may go have a chat with his Friday night guy here.
A walk, a wild pitch to allow Ruiz to advance to second. RBI single from Kojal. Another walk. This time issued to Helfrich. So it's Lee Croy and Terry Rooney out to have a chat with Gunther.
It's just a very experienced lineup. The Razorbacks have 7 juniors and 2 seniors in the lineup. Guys that have played a lot of baseball. And try and calm Gunther down here, get him back in the strike zone.
I got his first SEC start last Friday at Florida. It was unbelievable. 6 1/3 of no-hit ball. Really, the whole pitching staff was outstanding. Coach Maneri called it SEC baseball at its best. Florida has some great arms as well. So I thought we were going to win until we didn't. That's what Coach Maneri said.
Yeah, this game can rip your heart out sometimes. Well-played game on both sides, pitching and defense, and walk-off sac fly for the Gators.
There's a guy with a lot of power, Zach Stewart. Senior from Lebanon, Missouri. He's a transfer from Missouri State. This is his 15th game of the season. All of them starts. One and one the count on Stewart. He started both midweeks this week, a combined 3 for 9 with a walk and an RBI. Both games were against Northern Colorado this week. Had his 5th multi-hit game of the season on Wednesday. Has 4 homers this season in the first 14 games played. Averaging 1 just about every 11 at-bats. Count evens at 2-2. First and second, nobody out, 1 in already for Arkansas. Another full count. Pitch count up to 23 already for Gunther. Kojal leads off second, Helfrich off first. Caught, strike 3. Gets Stewart on the inside corner. 1 down.
That's a big pitch right there from Gunther. Full count again. Able to freeze Stewart with a fastball. Stewart thought maybe just a hair down. Gamecocks get the call for the first out.
Big strikeout for Gunther. Now maybe a ground ball away from getting out of the inning. Here's Mike Anu. Strike 1. Senior from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. He's a Marshall transfer. It's a brand new outfield this season for Arkansas. Lifts that out to deep center field. Bach on the run, looks up, and it's gone. A 3-run homer for Mike Anu. It's 4-0 Arkansas.
Anu's got some power in that bat. Gets a cutter from Gunther, hits it 109 miles an hour. 402 feet off the batter's eye in dead center field. Cutter up, kind of just spins over the middle away part of the plate. I think knew he got that one.
4th homer of the season for the center fielder, New. Off speed for a strike to Reese Robinette. Grounded foul. Robinette, a redshirt junior from Missouri. In his 4th season with Arkansas, 271, a homer, and 9 driven in. Didn't play on Tuesday night. He was 0 for 2 on Wednesday, but he walked twice, hit by a pitch, scored a couple of runs. Missing outside. 1-2 the count on Robinette. Gets a piece of that. Not really the start that Gunther was hoping for after the performance last Friday at Florida.
Yeah, he just hadn't had the command he's shown in the Clemson and Florida game. Another strikeout there for Gunther.
Gets Robinette 2 down, both via the strikeout. Bring up the number 7 hitter for Arkansas, Kuhio Aloy. Another preseason All-American for the Razorbacks. Takes up high. It's also preseason All-SEC second team. Hitting .311, 3 homers and 21 runs batted in. Didn't play on Tuesday, was 2 for 5 with 2 runs batted in and a stolen base on Wednesday, his 7th multi-hit game of the year.
Coach Van Horn tells us Aloy starting to trend up offensively, hitting some balls harder this last week or so.
And they've been DHing him. Said maybe that's relaxed him a bit, allowing him to just focus on hitting.
Yep.
There's a strike. 3-1 the count on Aloy. 35 pitches for Gunther. It's really worked here on top of the first. High fly ball off the bat of Aloy, left field. Lazama tracks it down. And that'll close out the inning for Arkansas. The big blow, a 3-run shot from New. It's 4-0 Razorbacks. On the mound for the Razorbacks, junior right-hander from California, preseason All-American, Gabe Gackle.
Yeah, this is one of the best pitchers, not only in the SEC, but in the country. 92 to 94 with a fastball. He's got a good 4-pitch mix. He's an unbelievable competitor on the mound. Another guy that's going to hear his name called pretty high in the Major League draft this summer.
He's the other Razorback that's on the Golden Spikes watch list. Here's the lineup he will face for South Carolina, who trails 4-0. Let's get ready for the bottom of the first. Leading off will be the third baseman, Patrick Evans. Batting second, center fielder Tyler Bach. Batting third, the second baseman, Will Craddock. Cleaning up the catcher, Talmadge Lecroy. Batting fifth, the shortstop, KJ Scobie. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Logan Sutter. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Ethan Lazama. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Luke Uhas. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Bo Hollins. Evans will get us going. Grayson, this season he's made starts in left field, first base, second base. Tonight's his first start at third base.
Yeah, we've seen Evans a lot out in right field, and I think he was a natural third baseman coming over from the JUCO ranks. Ended up starting the year in the outfield, but back in his natural position here tonight at third.
And he'll try to dig Carolina out of a hole here. Junior from Leesville, South Carolina. As Grayson mentioned, a JUCO transfer. He comes over from Florence Darlington Tech, an outstanding program in the state. Attacks the first pitch, drives it out to right towards the line in foul territory. Stewart makes the play. One pitch, one out. In the field tonight for the Razorbacks, left to right in the outfield, Ruiz, New, and Stewart. Pompey's at third, Kojal's at short, Souza is at second, Robinette is at first, and Helfrich is behind the plate.
Yeah, Bach's got to take a pitch here. 35 pitch inning for Gunther. First pitch out right there on the fly out to right. You got to give a little break.
Strike one to Tyler Bach, junior from Sugar Hill, Georgia. He's a transfer from Wofford. Goes up the middle. Kojal knocks it down, but no play. Bach will reach with an infield single.
Yeah, good job by Kojal stopping that ball, but with Bach's speed, he would have had to come up cleanly and fire it over to first. And unable to get a hold of it.
So a base runner for Will Craddock, freshman from Anderson, South Carolina. Takes ball one. How about these numbers for the freshman? 393, 5 homers and 15 runs batted in, OPS over 1,200. Check over at first. Bach on the season 3 for 4 stolen base chances. Craddock, team leader in batting average, on base percentage, tie for the team lead in homers. He was 3 for 5 on Tuesday in the midweek against Charlotte. Hit a 3-run homer in the third to open up the scoring in that game.
Craddock didn't even start the season in the starting lineup. Still 8 hit by pitches. 2 times as many as the next closest guy in the Gamecock roster.
His prolific hitting reminding a lot of people of the great Ethan Petrie, who, like Petrie as a freshman, didn't start the year on opening day in the starting lineup.
Yeah, he's been very impressive. A lot of the same build, some of that raw power that we've seen show up in games.
Once Petrie got in there, you couldn't take him out, and same could be said for Craddock. One and two the count. Gamecock's second baseman. That's a foul ball.
Gackel showing a good mix right there. Threw a hard changeup, it looked like at 88, the prior pitch that sunk under Craddock's bat. And then that breaking ball at 87 right there. Craddock able to get a piece of it.
Bach takes his lead off first. That misses. Count evens at 2-2. Last Friday against Mississippi State, Gackel tossed 5 2/3, 8 hits, a couple of runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 90 pitches. He strikes out Craddock. 2 down, first strikeout for Gabe Gackel. There's the head man for the South Carolina Gamecocks in his second season at the helm. Paul Mainieri, 2009 College World Series champion with LSU. active leader in wins amongst all D1 head coaches. 1-0 the count on Talmadge Lecroy, fifth-year player out of Belton, South Carolina. Team leader in runs batted in and walks. And 289, 4 homers. Grounds foul.
Great job. Yeah, Teach. Good bounce.
16 runs batted in on the season for Lecroy. He's 1 for 5 on Tuesday against Charlotte. Picked up an RBI on a fielder's choice.
I don't know if you're going to find two catchers that start behind the plate more than those two guys on the screen right there. Both guys catching all but one game for their teams.
And both guys, Grayson, trusted to call the game, which you don't see often around college baseball.
Yeah, it was interesting talking with Coach Maneri and Coach Van Horn about that. Two older guys that have done it and are trusted to call the pitches for the staff.
2-1 the count on Lecroy. 3-1. Lecroy typically a patient hitter, walks often. Career on base percentage over 400. He's 13 walks this season. He gets his 14th walk of the year. He'll be first and second with 2 down for South Carolina. So a 2-out RBI opportunity upcoming for KJ Scobie. A breakthrough here, trailing by 4. Scobie hitting .304, 3 homers, 15 runs batted in. He's the team leader in hits.
Yeah, good start.
1-0 the count.
Nothing changes.
Scobie had an RBI double on Tuesday against Charlotte, also walked twice. Goes around. It's John Brammer, our home plate umpire. Jeff Head is at first, Jason Bradley is at second, and Alfredo Burkeen is at third tonight.
Great job, done.
94 from Gackel. 1-2 the count.
Let's go ahead. Full game.
Bach leads off second, Lecroy leads off first. And he strikes out Scobie, second strikeout for Gackel, and the Gamecocks will leave 2. We'll head to the top of the second from Founders Park. It's 4-0 Arkansas. His 24th season as a head coach for Arkansas. What a program he has built. 8 men's college World Series appearances at Arkansas. He's a 3-time SEC Coach of the Year, 20 or more wins in the SEC in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Had a long run last year, made the semifinals. How about 21 NCAA berths, 3 SEC titles, an SEC tournament title. Coach Van Horn, he was a pleasure to chat with earlier today.
Yeah, they're just a perennial top 10 team. Unbelievable ballpark, great fan base. And what Coach Van Horn has built, it's built to last year after year.
155 Razorbacks have been drafted under his guidance. Eight, 9, and 1 for Arkansas, starting with TJ Pompey. 2-1 the count.
It's important for Gunther to have a bounce back inning right here. Didn't have the first inning he wanted, but needs to work ahead and mix his pitches.
Pompey rips that into left field. Leadoff single here in the second. Here's the number 9 hitter, Nolan Souza. Souza's a junior from Honolulu, Hawaii. There goes the runner from first. Stolen base for Pompey. He's now 4 for 5 this season. So like the top of the first, a runner in scoring position with nobody out for the Razorbacks. One and 1 the count on Souza. He had a double with a couple of walks on Tuesday against Northern Colorado. Also stole 2 bases, scored 2 runs, and then got the night off on Wednesday. And a skip in past LeCroy, and Pompey trots down to third.
I've seen that a couple times from Gunther tonight. Couldn't tell if it was a breaking ball or a changeup. It bounced so far in front of the plate. He's got a breaking ball grip, but just choked it out.
Popped up short left field. See if it's deep enough. Lazama makes the play. Pompey draws the throw. 1 down. The lineup will turn over against Gunther. Damian Ruiz getting ready to step in. He started the game with a walk, advanced second on a wild pitch, and then scored a run on the RBI single from Kojal.
Gamecock's going to go infield in right here. Try and prevent Pompey from scoring.
Pitch inside. Well, after the leadoff walk, the on-base percentage for Ruiz now up to .506.
He's one of 2 guys in this lineup that walks more than they strike out. Now 18 walks to 12. Ryder Helfrich with 24 walks to 15 strikeouts.
That's what Coach Van Horn said he was looking for in the portal out of these outfielders.
Yep.
You know, someone who's athletic, can run them down, walks more than they strike out.
Yep, that's what you want in your leadoff spot. Tone setter, he's hitting for a good average, getting on base, as you mentioned.
That just misses. 2-1 the count. That's well hit to left. Lezama looks up, and this one's gone. A 2-run homer for Damian Ruiz, second homer of the night for Arkansas. They lead 6-0.
That ball got out in a hurry for Ruiz. 110 miles an hour off the bat. A guy that Coach Van Horn said could always run, but has really gotten stronger in the weight room. It's a fastball center cut right there. Puts it just over the red rail out in left field.
Arkansas came into tonight with 26 homers through 22 games. They've got 2 already. Kojal has 6 of his own this season. Takes ball 2. LeCroy tried to frame it. A heck of a start for the Razorbacks. Kojal his first time up, an RBI single. Fouls that back. Kojal with 9 multi-hit games this season. 2 of those were this week in the midweeks. Drills that to right. Back-to-back jacks for Arkansas. Ruiz and Kojal here in the second.
That's impressive right there from Camden Kojal. Fouled off a 2-0 heater up and away. Was able to wait back on that breaking ball from Gunther. Put it out on the grass in right field. Breaking ball that kind of goes down to that left-handed nitro zone, down and into a lefty. Shows off some of that power.
Strike to Helfrich. Helfrich walked in the first. 3 homers already for the Razorbacks. Gone an inning and a third. Gunther gets ahead 0-2. He strikes out Helfrich. 3rd strikeout for Josh Gunther.
Gunther went with the changeup there after the breaking ball. I like that sequence right there to Helfrich. Gets him to chase below the zone for the second out.
Two down now here in the second. This is Zach Stewart. Stewart, a strikeout victim his first time up. Gamecock shifting for Stewart. 3 on the right side of the infield. He was just 1 for 10 with a walk last weekend against Mississippi State. But the hit was a homer. It was in the opener last Friday. Missouri State transfer. Double-digit homers every year there. Last year, he had 269 with 11 homers, 37 runs batted in. Pretty good numbers, but actually down from his first 2 years. Pulls that foul. As a sophomore, 321 homers, 55 runs batted in. Second team all Missouri Valley, and a freshman in 2023. He's a freshman All-American, hit over 300. Gunther strikes out Stewart. Back-to-back strikeouts, closes out the top of the second, but the damage was done. power from the Razorbacks, Grayson.
Yeah, these top 2 hitters on base all 4 times. Have scored 4 of the 7 Razorback runs. Home run for Damien Ruiz and a solo shot for Camden Kojal as we head to the bottom of the second, 7-0 Razorbacks.
Big lead early for Arkansas, 7-0, strength of 3 homers. If you're Gabe Gackle, Grayson, you have plenty to work with.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun pitching with a 7-0 lead here early in the ball game, but he's such a competitor. I think he's going to treat it as if it's a 0-0 ball game. Works fast and likes to attack hitters.
At the plate right now is Logan Sutter, 5th-year guy from California, Purdue transfer. He's a preseason All-American. High fly ball, right field. It'll be the center fielder, New, who ranges over. Calls off Stewart, 1 down. I told you about the start last Friday against Mississippi State for Gackle. His best start was the Friday before against Stetson. Career high 6 shutout innings. Just 1 walk and 6 Ks. A season high 99 pitches, picked up the win. His other win this season against Xavier.
He's a guy that's done a little bit of everything in his career. He's come out of the bullpen. He started, had that masterful performance in Omaha against LSU last year with 10 strikeouts.
That was 6 innings of 1-run ball in relief against LSU. Well hit off the bat of Lazama. Oh, taking flight, making the play is Micah New.
Oh my goodness. What a play by New. Off the bat from our angle, Dave, that looks like a surefire extra base hit from Lazama. Ball tailing away from him. What a play.
Full extension from the ultra-athletic Micah New. Robs Ethan Lazama of an extra base hit. Incredible.
New's off to a heck of a start here tonight. Home run off the batter's eye and SportsCenter top 10 nominee play right there.
Looking for a 1-2-3 second. Gackle has to try to get through Uhas. Luke Uhas, a senior from Moss Bluff, Louisiana. Transfer from the University of Louisiana. He strikes out Uhas after a dynamite play in center from New. He gets the strikeout, and it's a 1-2-3 second for Gackle. Well, you hear the word tools often, Grayson, when describing good college baseball players. Micah New, he's got all of them.
He does. He can run, he can field, he can throw. He's shown the power here tonight with the home run to dead center field. Ball explodes off his bat right there. He's a powerful athlete.
Coach Van Horn went to see him in the Cape this summer. He was the MVP of the Cape League, which is really the best collegiate baseball summer league. He said if there was a tryout camp and you had a guy throw, then take BP and run, you'd go sign that guy.
Yeah, on the spot.
He was actually surprised that no one had signed him. He said after about 3 at-bats of watching him, I saw a guy who can run, steal a base, flat-out throw. They needed to get 3 outfielders this season. He said, I give Coach Thompson all the credit. We were hunting down, one who was athletic with power, and Micah just stood out, got on him early, and they had to. And it's difficult because they were playing in Omaha.
Yeah, and they've had to replace the entire outfield the last 3 seasons. All 3 outfielders getting drafted each of the last 3 years. Looks like they found a good one here in Micah New.
It's tough when you're playing in Omaha and you say guys are kind of dropping off the board, already committing to people. You're concentrating on trying to win a College World Series.
Yeah.
It's tough. He actually wishes that they change that up a little bit. Stop it until everyone's done playing.
He didn't seem overly thrilled with the current schedule.
One misses Gunther and thought he had it, so did LeCroy. Instead, it's a walk, a leadoff walk for New. He's on for the second time. Gunther struck out Robinette in the first. One of his 4 Ks. There goes the runner, New. Stolen base for Micah New. Now, 7 for 8 on the season. So there's another tool, Grayson.
Yeah, we've seen the Razorbacks take off on the first pitch a couple times here tonight. Staying aggressive on the base paths.
The other way, foul. Robinette had a tough series last weekend against Mississippi State, 1 for 10 with a walk. Good pitching staff there for Mississippi State. A lot of Razorbacks struggled.
Nice changeup right there from Gunther. Was able to get Helfrich with it in the second. See if he goes back to it here on Robinette.
Fifth strikeout for Josh Gunther. 1 down here in the third.
Went back-to-back right there. Just got Reese Robinette out front on a couple of changeups.
It's 1 out RBI opportunity now for Aloy. Drops in for a strike. Aloy flew out to left field his first time up. 0 for 1. Opened this season with a 15-game hitting streak. He's got plenty of power as well. All 3 of his homers were in February, though, at TCU in 2 separate games against Xavier. He last homered on February 22nd, but you mentioned it, Grayson, on our call with Coach Van Horn. He said starting to see the power show up again.
Yeah, starting to see some harder hit balls, getting the ball in the air a little more.
Drives that out to center field, this time off the bat of Eloy. Goodbye.
There's the power, Dave. That is the longest home run of the season for the Razorbacks. Was 448 feet coming in tonight. That one 450 to dead center field for Eloy.
Well, I'd say the power's back, Grayson.
Yeah, Coach Van Horn, as you said he was trending up, was starting to hit the ball with some more authority, getting in the air. And he got every stitch of that one.
Well, they've got a 3-run shot from New, 2-run shot from Ruiz, a solo shot from Kojal, now a 2-run shot from Eloy. And it chases Josh Gunther with 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Pitching change for South Carolina. We will take a break. It's 9-0 Arkansas. Told us he hit 3 on the screws the other night. Power starting to come back from Eloy. And what power, Grayson, 450 feet on this bomb.
Yeah, he had the record for the longest coming in tonight. His home run against TCU was 448. That one, as you said, 450 over the trees. Can't hit it much better than that.
4th homer of the night for Arkansas. Chases Gunther, so we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Gamecocks. Been a long time since we've seen Bradley Hodges.
Yeah, Hodges hadn't pitched in a while. 88-92 with the heater. He's got a slider and a changeup as well. Best pitch probably is changeup. Only 2 2/3 on the season coming into this one.
And that was the first midweek of the year. He got the start against Gardner Webb. 47 pitches in that one. It was a no decision. Coming to South Carolina after 3 seasons at Virginia. 1-1 the count on TJ Pompey. Pompey singled, scored a run in the 2nd. Coach Mainieri was asked about Hodges this week by the media, Grayson. He'd said that he threw in a sim game and did okay. He had been struggling with his fastball, but he has some other pitches that can get him through. And Coach Mainieri said that he'll be in the mix for being used in some capacity over the weekend.
Yeah.
We're seeing him right away.
Obviously not the start that Gunther wanted. Good changeup right there to get Pompey to chase. But Still a 3-game series here. If Hodges can eat up some innings, looks like Arkansas is out to a big lead here early tonight. Getting an opportunity. Good pitch right there again. Three swing and miss changeups that at bat from Hodges on Pompey for the strikeout.
He had 8 appearances last year for Virginia. All of them were starts. 2-1 with a 4.88 ERA. Had 36 strikeouts and 27 2/3. Opponents hit .210 against him. 3 of those starts were against ACC teams. Left-on-left matchup with Souza.
Hodges was a highly rated recruit coming out of high school. Gamecocks would love to see him find his form again here, and it'd be a welcome development as the season goes on.
You mentioned highly recruited. He was a top 100 player overall. Number 10 left-hander in the nation by perfect game. He's from a baseball family. His father, Dan, played at Liberty, was drafted by the Cubs. His grandfather played at Florida. His brother played at Flagler, a good D2 program down in Florida. A 1-2 the count, and the number 9 hitter, Nolan Souza, flew out to left field his first time up. 2 down here in the 3rd. Grounded to the right side. Hollins will flip to Hodges, who beats Souza to the bag and closes out the top of the 3rd. Arkansas gets 2 more on the long ball from Malloy toward the bottom of the 3rd. 9-0 Razorbacks. This is what David Gackel has done this season. 5 starts, 2.73 ERA. Last season, numbers a little deceiving, Grayson, because some of the trouble was early on. They put him back in the bullpen, and he was terrific.
Yeah, I think rolling that momentum from what he did in Omaha to the USC Collegiate National Team, gained some confidence and belief in himself, and he's put up some very good numbers here early in the season. Going to continue to get better.
Someone who's a unanimous first-team freshman All-American in 2024. The best bullpen arm that season. Opponents hit just 167 against him. South Carolina got to him last year. He surrendered 3 runs in an inning and 2/3. It was 3 walks, a hit by pitch, a wild pitch, pretty uncharacteristic for him. He was lifted early. Arkansas won that game, though, 12-3. Bo Hollins at the plate for the Gamecocks, 0-1 the count. Hollins drills that to right. Stewart makes the play.
Back-to-back changeups right there from Gackel. Hollins just gets it off the end of the bat, making it an easy play out there and right for Stewart.
Gackel pitched twice against South Carolina as a freshman out of the pen. Second at bat of the night for Patrick Evans, who fouled out his first time up. Evans hit leadoff on Tuesday against Charlotte, was 1 for 3 with a couple of walks. Back in the leadoff spot tonight.
Coming to you, Cam.
Gackle was drafted out of high school 20th round by the Reds in 2023, went to Arkansas instead.
Good job. Hey, really good dugout.
I figure he'll be drafted a lot higher this year, Grace.
Yeah, it's looking that way. He's on a bunch of pre-draft ranking boards overall, and one of the top college players overall. Hard slider right there. Get Evans to chase for another strikeout.
Another look at the 4th strikeout of the night for Gackle.
Yeah, he went with more of a 12-6 breaking ball the pitch prior that clipped the top of the zone. Just goes with a hard slider off that fastball tunnel to get Evans to chase for the second out.
Here's Tyler Bach. Bach singled his first time up, the lone hit so far for South Carolina. Average now at 264, a couple of homers and 13 runs batted in.
Great job. Go hit. Again.
Quickly in the hole, 0-2. He was good in the midweek on Tuesday against Charlotte, 2 for 3 with a walk, 3 runs scored. It was a good bounce back after the tough series against Florida.
Yeah, whatever you want, Gabe.
Been up and down in the lineup, hitting second tonight.
Yeah, he's a guy we thought maybe was going to be a mainstay at the top. Went through a slump. Starting to kind of find his swing again here lately.
Coach Mainieri said before the season they wanted to make him into a leadoff hitter this year. Finds himself in the 2-hole currently. That's a piece of that. Helped the Wofford Terriers to a SoCon championship and a regional his freshman year in 2024. Two and two the count on Tyler Bach. Fifth strikeout for Gackle and a 1-2-3 third.
Yeah, Gackle starting to find his groove right here. 9-0 Razorbacks. Goes with a fastball, top of the zone right there to get Bach. Retired the last 6 hitters in order.
Top of the order due up in the top of the 4th. It's the part of the order, Grayson, that's done the most damage so far.
Yeah, the top 2 hitters in terms of batting average for the Razorbacks coming into tonight. And they're both showing off a little bit of power as well. Kojal had 6 homers to lead the team coming in. He's shown off power all year. But both guys, 2 runs apiece at the top of this order.
Ruiz walked and scored a run in the first. 2-run homer in the second. His second long ball of the season. Takes inside. He was excellent in the midweeks against Northern Colorado. Multi-hit games on Tuesday and Wednesday. Now has 8 of those this season. He finished the 2-game set this week, Grayson, 4 for 6 with 5 walks, just constantly on base. 4 runs batted in. Hit his first homer of the season on Tuesday.
He's doing a little bit of everything at the top of this lineup. Stealing some bases, getting on base at a very high clip.
Went out and found the right guy. 13-game reached base streak now for Ruiz. Hodges on the mound in relief of Gunther. It's a leadoff walk. 3 plate appearances and yet to retire Ruiz. Brings a lot of speed to first base. Here's Kojal. RBI single in the first, home run in the second. Average now up to 361, 7 homers and 29 runs batted in. Already his 10th multi-hit game of the season tonight. After 2 in the midweeks. He had a tough series against Mississippi State last weekend. Was 1 for 11. Coach Van Horn told us, Grayson, some tough luck because he hit the ball hard several times. The wind was just blowing in against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he said he barreled like 5 or 6 balls, had a couple lineouts to the middle infield and a couple balls that he thought should have left the yard. Said he handled it like a pro, came back in the dugout, put his helmet down, just kept playing.
Most of his homers this season were back in February. He homered 4 of the first 6 games. His last one before tonight was March 1st against UT Arlington. Three and 1 the count on Kojal. Kojal gets hit.
Like that one got him in the elbow guard, and looks like he's going to be all right.
That's good news for Arkansas. Star hitter is okay. Trots down to first. There'll be first and second, nobody out. Helfrich is 0 for 1. He walked and scored a run in the first, struck out in the second. Came into this series tied for the team lead in on-base percentage. Good overall numbers for Helfrich. I mentioned he got his first rest of the season on Wednesday. He had a multi-hit game on Tuesday against Northern Colorado. He's 2 for 3 with 3 walks.
Hodges has lost his control a little bit here at the top of the 4th. Walk and a hit by a pitch. Looks like Parker Marlat's going to be warming up in the Gamecock bullpen.
Hodges comes over with a lot of experience. He talked about the starts against ACC teams last year. His best outing was against Georgia Tech. L-Jack's having a terrific season.
Yes.
2026, but against Georgia Tech, career high 7 innings, just 2 hits, a run, 7 Ks, earned a road win down in Atlanta. Appearances as a true freshman in 2023. Saw action in the College World Series. It was a big part of the plans coming into this season. Trying to get back into the plans now. 3-0 the count. Alfrick, the team leader in walks, 25 of them. Make that 26. So the bases are loaded with nobody out. A walk, a hit by a pitch, and another walk. Razorbacks are set up here. Cleanup man, Zach Stewart, getting ready to step in. He's had a tough night, 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks so far. Gonna break through against Hodges. One and 0 the count. It's the powerful Zach Stewart. So look at the active home run leaders on college baseball. Comes in 6th. Mentioned double-digit homers every season of his career at Missouri State.
He's a guy that didn't have a great fall and didn't really start in the lineup, and once he got his opportunities, hit some home runs, and he's been a stalwart in there lately.
He picks up an RBI the easy way, bases loaded walk. Ruiz scores. It's 10-0 Arkansas. Another pitching change upcoming for the Gamecocks. We'll take a break. Tell you about Parker Marlat when we come back. Gamecocks, the junior from Georgia, Parker Marlatt.
Marlatt's a guy that's got a lot of appearances in the Gamecock uniform. 89-92 with a fastball. He's got a big slow curveball, cutter, and a changeup as well. Comes into this one in a tough spot, bases loaded, nobody out. With Mike Anu due up for the Razorbacks.
Mike Anu's been the player of the game so far. 3-run homer in the first. He walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the third. Made the best catches you'll ever see in center field.
Yeah, I mean, easily one of the top catches we've seen this year, if not #1 here at Founders Park.
Aggressive at the plate, 0-1 the count. He's looking to add a grand slam to his highlight night.
Yeah, that was an aggressive cut.
A 1-1 the count. New was 0 for 4 with a walk and RBI on Tuesday against Northern Colorado. Didn't play on Wednesday. That was his first night off of the season. A couple of hits last weekend against Mississippi State. Had a heck of an Arkansas debut on opening day against Oklahoma State, a walk-off 3-run homer. Multi-hit game, drove in 4. Count evens at 2-2. Other homers this season against Arkansas State, UT Arlington. His first in March, earlier tonight. Last year at Marshall, hit .276, 15 homers, 52 runs batted in. Also stole 14 of 15, a speed power combo. Bases loaded, and he drills that to center field. Bach on the run, unable to make the play. It bounces up against the wall. New delivers again. It's a 2-run double for Micah New. And already a 5 RBI night.
Yeah, he's having himself a career day here. Just scorches this fastball from Marlatt. Gets it over the head of Tyler Bach out there in center field for another couple RBIs.
That's 12-0 Razorbacks. Still nobody out here in the 4th. Through the left side. Robinette drives into, and he slides into second with a 2-run double. Back-to-back 2-run doubles for the Razorbacks, who are pouring it on. 14-0.
Nice smart hitting right there from Robinette. Had a big hole on the left side of the infield. Couple runners in scoring position there. Splits the gap for a double.
Here's Aloy. 2-run homer his last time up. He's 1 for 2. There's a strike. It's grounded foul. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. 5 already in this half inning for the Razorbacks. Robinette is your runner at second. RBI opportunity for Aloy. Chopped and stabbed by Evans. A leaping Evans, unable to throw out Aloy, as the throw is high and over the head of Hollins. Robinette stops at third. Aloy is at second.
Yeah, Evans did the hard part. Got up to nab that ball and just sailed it over to first base over Hollins' head.
Nothing going right this evening for South Carolina. Second and third for TJ Pompey. It's an E5. One and one the count. Pompey, a junior from Coppell, Texas, transferred from Texas State, Texas Tech. He homered on Tuesday. It was part of a 3-hit night. He was 0 for 4 with a walk on Wednesday. Back-to-back midweeks against Northern Colorado. Homered last weekend against Mississippi State. Had a really good series against the Bulldogs. Was 4 for 9. Called strike 3. Marlack gets Pompey looking.
A couple good breaking balls right there from Marlatt. Able to clip the top of the zone with that one right there to get Pompey looking.
Ninth man to come to the plate here in the top of the fourth. It's the number 9 hitter, Nolan Souza. One and 0 the count. Souza is 0 for 2, flat to left field in the second, grounded out in the third. 243 hitter so far this season, no homers and 10 driven in. 1 and 1. Souza had a good series last weekend against Mississippi State, 5 for 9 with a walk. A couple driven in, scored 4 runs. Had a pair of multi-hit games. And that's through the right side. Robinette scores. Aloy will stop at third, an RBI single for Souza. And it's runners at the corners with 1 down.
Another breaking ball right there, and bottom of the zone. Took one earlier in the at-bat, able to get barrel on that one through the 4-hole and drive in another run for the Razorbacks.
Second at-bat of the inning for Damian Ruiz. He started it all with a leadoff walk. He's walked twice tonight, sandwiching a 2-run homer in the second. That's past a diving Craddock. He drives in Aloy. 16-0.
Ruiz is another guy in this lineup having a heck of a night. Couple of walks, home run, and RBI single right there, right back up the middle, off the glove of Craddock.
3 RBI night so far in a multi-hit game for Damian Ruiz. Here comes Coach Rooney. Looks like he's going to make a pitching change. With first and second and 1 down, Arkansas continues to threaten. We'll take a break from Founders Park. Well, here comes the Carolina debut for Bryce Navarre, sophomore left-hander from Montgomery, Texas. He's a transfer from Texas, made 6 appearances last season, gracing for the Longhorns.
Navarre will be 86, 88 with the fastball. He's got a breaking ball and a changeup. Pitchability type lefty. Battled some arm issues over the summer. Starting to get a little more healthy here for South Carolina, and as you said, making his Gamecock debut.
He inherits a first and second, 1-down situation. A dangerous Kojal at the plate. Kojal, an RBI single, a homer, and a hit by pitch. He scored 3 runs. The 11th Razorback to come to the plate this inning. It's been a 7-run half inning so far. Kojal coming into tonight, hits .286 against left-handers. Grounded to the right side. Hollins goes to second for 1. So get the force out there. Souza advances to third on the play. Ruiz forced out. Kojal at first after the fielder's choice. And it turns into runners at the corners with 2 down for Ryder Helfrich. Helfrich looking for his first hit of the night. He's 0 for 1 with a couple of walks, a couple of runs scored. Attacks the first pitch, pops it up. The right side, Craddock ranges over. It falls down, unable to make the play. Souza scores. Kojal is at third. Just a tough night tonight for the Gamecocks.
Yes. Routine pop up there, and Craddock just unable to handle it.
Their second error of the night. Second of the inning. Here's Zach Stewart. Pair of strikeouts and a bases loaded walk for Stewart to earn an RBI. 1-1 the count. The other way, foul. So Navarre had 1 and 2. His Carolina debut. 6 strikeouts and 6 2/3 last season with the Texas Longhorns. Had 1 SEC outing. It was a scoreless frame at Arkansas. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th, runners at the corners for Zach Stewart. Now the count is full. It's ball 4. The bases are loaded.
We asked Coach Van Horn what he wanted to see coming into tonight. Said he wanted to see more consistent at bats, up and down the lineup, not be so streaky certain parts of the lineup, and we've certainly seen that here tonight. Yet
to retire Mike Anu. He's already driven in 5. He takes ball 1. A 3-run homer in the first, a walk in the third, and a 2-run double earlier in this half inning. Chopped to third. Evans fields it in fair territory, steps on the bag, and gets the force. It's an 8-run half inning for Arkansas. They lead 17-0. Here's your SEC preseason poll. Arkansas preseason number 4 of 16. Looking to win the SEC, Grayson, and get back to the College World Series this year.
Yeah, they won a big series against the preseason number 3 team, Mississippi State, last weekend. Pitching coach Matt Hobbs does an unbelievable job with this pitching staff year in and year out. They're always going to be in a position to win with the way they pitch the baseball.
You asked him in our call today what he thought about his team. He said, I like our team. We deserve to be ranked in the top 5. He said, I don't know. We still have a long way to go, but we do have enough pieces to be good. We haven't played as good as I think we can play, so we have a long way to go, but we have some talent. I think they've played pretty good tonight.
Yeah, they've come out about as good as you can play, showing some of the upside they have as an offensive unit. And then you got an All-American on the mound in Gabe Gackle.
And we've seen the defense behind him as well. Off the bat of Craddock, high and deep. But this will stay in the park as New makes the play on the warning track.
Craddock just got under that baseball. Hit it a little too high and allowed New to track it down easily.
Brings up Talmadge Lecroy. He walked in the first.
Outstanding. Outstanding.
We want to know the count. .289 hitter. Four homers, 16 runs batted in on the season for Talmadge Lecroy. Got his first grand slam in his career a couple of weeks ago against Princeton. His 100th career RBI in the process.
job, G. Keep it up, G.
2-2 the count.
It's a really good slider Gackle's shown tonight. It's hard, 86 to 88. Has a lot of late life on it as well.
Gackle throwing to a guy he knows really well in Helfrich. They've known each other since high school, summer ball. They trust each other. Both played for the U.S. Collegiate National Team this past summer.
Yeah, Helfrich calls all the pitches for the most part, but if there's one guy he would certainly do it for, it'd be for Gackle, given their history together.
Popped up in foul territory. Robinette will run out of room. It's off the top of the Gamecocks dugout.
LeCroy, a tough guy to strike out. Only 10 strikeouts on the year.
LeCroy started 17 games last year, battling through injuries for sitting out the rest of the year, getting the medical red shirt, which allowed him to have this 5th season. Works another walk, second walk of the night for LeCroy. Continues to lead the team in that category.
It's a good layoff right there. Another tough breaking ball from Gackle in a full count. Just below the bottom of the zone.
Hopefully he's okay over there at first.
Yeah, he had his hands on his knees and kind of bent over. Jeff Head came in and asked Gackle to step off.
You see what happened, Grace?
No, I didn't see anything. Looked like you ran into the dugout. And it's like Jake Randolph's going to replace him at first.
Hopefully it's not an injury.
We got baseball to play, right? We got to keep playing. We got to keep playing. Let's go. Come on.
Randolph will be the pinch runner at first.
Let's go, Scobie, on yours. Let's go.
Great response, Gabe. Great job, Gabe. Let's turn him out.
0-1 the count on KJ Scobie, who struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. 51 pitches for Gackle here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 on, 1 down. Lifted into foul territory. Robinette.
Great job, Gabe.
It's in the seats.
Great job, Gabe. Let's do it this pitch.
Let's go, Scobie. Fine. Let's go. Come on, come Gabe. Here we go, Scobie. Beat up and back. Beat up and back. Come on.
Scobie, the RBI double on Tuesday against Charlotte after the tough series against Florida last weekend. He's tied for the team lead. Multi-hit games. Team leader in hits overall. 1 and 2 the count. Three homers in the season for Scobie. One of them a walk-off in the bottom of the 9th. Second game of the season. That was against Northern Kentucky. Lifts that out to right. Stewart's back to the track, to the wall. Goodbye. A 2-run homer for KJ Scobie. His 4th of the season. The Gamecocks are on the board.
That was a nice piece right there from Scobie. 95-mile-per-hour fastball down and away from Gabe Gackle with 2 strikes as well. That ball's off the plate. Lets that ball travel and get deep and sends it out over the right field fence.
Opposite field homer for KJ Scobie. Second hit of the night for South Carolina, brings in 2. Here's Logan Sutter. Sutter flew out to center field his first time up. Fouls that back. In the hole 0-2. 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored on Tuesday against Charlotte. One and 2 the count. High fly ball. This will stay in the park. Ruiz. He drops the ball, and Sutter will be at second.
That's the second high pop-up we've seen this inning, 1 from each side. Get dropped, crack drop, going in the top of the 4th. Ball's in the air for a long time. Like Ruiz kind of just kept drifting a little bit to his left.
First error of the night for the Razorbacks. RBI opportunity for Ethan Lazama, who was absolutely robbed in the second by Micah New. Overall hitting .205, still looking for his first home run of the season. 5 driven in for Lazama. Two and 1. Lazama, senior from Guam. He's a transfer from Western Kentucky. 0 for 4 on Tuesday against Charlotte. He's been in a slump, Grayson. The play that was made against him by New, those seems to always be the type of things that happen to you when you're in a slump.
You're exactly right. When things aren't going your way, you finally square one up in the gap, and the guy absolutely robs you of an extra base hit. All it takes is that one bloop single to get you back. Good breaking ball right there from Gackle to the back foot to get Lazama.
2 down here in the 4th. 6 strikeouts for Gabe Gackle. So it becomes a 2-out RBI opportunity for Luke Uhas, with Sutter leading off second. Fouls it back. Uhas, struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. High 0-2. Uhas got the start on Tuesday. Had a tough night, and Charlotte was 0 for 5. Homered last Sunday at Florida, his first as a Gamecock. Belts that to left, but it's hooking foul.
Uhas got the head out on that fastball right there. Absolutely barreled it, but unable to keep it fair.
Hits that deep to right field. Stewart. Goodbye. Into the bullpen for Juhas. A two-run homer, second homer of the inning for the Gamecocks.
Second two-run home run and second opposite field home run. Scobie and Juhas. Looks like he gets a little cutter breaking ball right there. Able to just get it over the glove of Stewart into the home bullpen.
Second of the season for Luke Juhas. Down big, Grayson. The Gamecock hitters not packing it in.
Yeah, you could very easily give these at bats away. DeCroy worked a good walk on a full count. Continuing to battle these at bats even though down big on the scoreboard.
Bo Hollins flew out to right field his first time up. He's 0 for 1. I don't know, Grayson, if situations like this, you look for small victories, but you put up 4 runs now and 3 2/3 against a preseason All-American on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. It doesn't look like this game's going to go the Gamecocks' way, but as you said, still 3 innings to play and still 2 games left to play in the series. So some small victories offensively here for the Gamecocks. A couple opposite field home runs off a really good pitcher.
And maybe defensive Gackley, you're pitching a little bit differently if it's a closer game.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to be too happy about giving those home runs up. Talk about the competitive nature he pitches with.
Charging is Souza. And he throws out Hollins and closes out in the bottom of the 4th. The Gamecocks are on the board. A pair of 2-run homers, Scobie and Juhas. What the Arkansas offense has done so far, Grayson. 17 runs on 10 hits, 8 for 16 with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, anytime those hits and walks add up to your run scored, you know you're having some good situational hitting and hitting for some power, which the Razorbacks have done tonight. 17 combined hits and walks and 17 runs have crossed the plate.
They'll have 6, 7, and 8 due up against Navarre. Robinette is 1 for 3. His last time up, a 2-run double. Oh, and 2 the count. Jake Randolph is doing the catching now for South Carolina after he pinch ran for Talmadge Leakroy.
Interesting to see what went on with Talmadge. Not going to speculate, but Gavin Braylon was unavailable here tonight. He's the backup catcher, and Randolph now getting some innings behind the plate.
Now, we talked about the catching position before the season, Grayson, with Coach Maneri, and he said Braylon, Reese Moore were hurting the fall, and that gave Randolph some opportunities, and he really improved back there because he didn't catch much last year at Presbyterian. He was mostly the DH. But once they got him behind the plate, they realized he's a pretty good receiver, blocks the ball well, throws decent, and is a pretty good hitter. John Hendry is working with the catchers this year, and they're getting a lot more personal attention than in the past.
Yeah, I saw Randolph and Coach Hendry working down on the foul warning track during BP on his receiving, knowing that Braylon was out tonight. Good pitch right there from Navarre. He's come in and pounded the zone well in his first appearance for the Gamecocks. Maybe asked to get some extended action here, knowing there's 2 more games in the series.
Aloy at the plate, takes up high. He flew out to left field in the first, hit a 2-run homer in the third that still hasn't landed yet, and reached on an error in the fourth. Was it 450 feet?
450.
Three-0 the count. A 4-pitch walk. It's a 1 on, 1 down. Loy reaches for the 3rd time tonight. This is TJ Pompey, 1 for 3. Single in the second, a couple of strikeouts in the third and the fourth. That pitch way outside. Aloy will advance to second on the wild pitch. Pompey coming over after 2 years at Texas Tech. Last season played in 19 games before season-ending injury. Had good numbers, though. The Red Raiders, 348, 5 homers, 15 runs batted in limited time. And he was a freshman All-American back in 2024. Hits that high and deep to left field. And it's another home run for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
That was an absolute no-doubter off the bat of TJ Pompey. High and majestic home run. 6 or 7 rows up into the bleachers out in left field here at Founders Park. Looks like a change up there from Navarre. Pompey knew it right off the bat.
2-run shot for Pompey. Gets his 4th of the season. Fifth of the night for the Razorbacks.
Dave, we showed those offensive numbers coming into that inning. This inning, the crazy thing is 3-4 hitters. Ryder Helfrich, Zach Stewart, 2 of the best hitters on the team. The only 2 guys without a hit tonight. A lot of production from the other 7 guys in the lineup. Helfrich, to his credit, walked a couple times, as has Stewart.
Yeah, they've scored some runs. The others who brought him in. Souza at the plate. The count is run full. Souza's 1 for 3. RBI single his last time up in the 4th. Works a 1-out walk. They've yet to retire Damian Ruiz. The leadoff man steps in. Walked in the 1st, 2-run homer in the 2nd, walked in the 4th, and then RBI single later in the 4th. That on-base percentage up to .523 for Damian Ruiz. Go along with a .379 average. And it's through the left side. 3rd hit of the night for Ruiz. 5th time he's reached base.
His stat line's about as full as it can be tonight.
Here's Kojal. Fouls off the first pitch. Kojal, RBI single in the 1st, homered in the 2nd, hit by a pitch in the 4th. Reached on his fielder's choice later in the 4th. He scored 3 runs. 1st and 2nd, 1 down for the preseason All-American. And into right field. Souza stops at 3rd, Ruiz at 2nd. The bases are loaded for the Razorbacks. 3rd hit of the night for Kojal.
Ruiz and Kojal going to continue boosting those batting averages, leading the team coming into tonight, and don't see that changing after this contest.
Well, you mentioned Helfrich's looking for his 1st hit of the night, though he's walked a couple of times. There's an opportunity here with the bases loaded and 1 down. Sacks the first pitch, hits it sharply to center field. Bach is there. The runner's tag. Souza comes in. Ruiz into 3rd. A sac fly for Helfrich.
Yeah, not a base hit, but a quality at bat right there from the All-American Helfrich. Gets a change up and gets a line drive out to Bach for a RBI sac fly.
And a 20 spot tonight for the Arkansas Razorbacks. By far their season high in runs. It was previously 13. They've done that a couple of times. Against Stetson, March 7th. This one will stay up for Lazama, and the side is retired. 3 more on the board. Arkansas leads South Carolina 20-4. Razorbacks scored every inning. It's 20-4 as we take a look at the SEC teams in the top 25. Coach Van Horn said to us, Grayson, on our call today, we top 5 team, not sure. Well, tonight has anything to say about it. They certainly look like a top 5 team. Currently ranked number 4 in the country.
Yeah, they've been pitching fantastic. Offense has been a little behind what Coach Van Horn and the staff have been looking for, but they've come out swinging here tonight. 5 home runs, quality at bats up and down the lineup.
Looking for his 950th win at Arkansas. It's amazing they've only had 2 head coaches in the last 56 years.
Like the Pittsburgh Steelers of college baseball.
Yeah.
We got top.
On your pitch, Pat, let's go.
Bottom of the 5th, top of the order for the Gamecocks, starting with Patrick Evans. That's past the third baseman, Pompey. The leadoff single here in the 5th.
You said it last inning, Dave. Gamecocks just want to continue to have good at bats. Don't give any at bats away and compete.
This one may be out of reach, but you want to build some momentum into Saturday and Sunday. Still have a series to try to win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, great response.
Tyler Bach at the plate. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, good game. No more, no less.
Got the first hit of the game for South Carolina in the bottom of the 1st, singled, and then struck out in the 3rd.
Yeah, yes you did.
1-1 the count on Bach.
Great job, guys.
Here we go, Gabe. Let's go, team.
Yeah, good time.
1 and 2.
One, King. Good hit. Come on.
2 and 2. 6 strikeouts so far tonight for Gabe Gackle.
Keep coming, Gabe.
Come on, T-Ball.
That's well hit. Back-to-back singles for South Carolina, Evans and Bach.
A little change up right there from Gackle, and Bach gets it off the end of the bat, but able to deposit it out there into right center for a base hit. Looks like we're gonna have a pinch runner for Bach.
This is Aaron Jamison. Jamison, JUCO transfer from Fort Scott Community College in Kansas after spending a year at West Virginia. First and second, nobody out. Here's Will Craddock. Craddock 0 for 2, struck out in the first, flew out to deep center field in the fourth. One and one. Craddock 2 for 12 last weekend at Florida. Had a multi-hit game on Sunday. Multi-hit game in the midweek against Charlotte. Evans leads off second. Jamison, the pinch runner, off first. Pompey will throw out Craddock. Advances the runners. Evans now at third. Jamison at second with one down. So an RBI opportunity upcoming for Jake Randolph in his first at-bat of the game. He replaced Talmadge Lecroy after a walk in the fourth. He pinch ran for Lecroy. Randolph, senior from Vero Beach, Florida, transfer from Presbyterian. This is his 5th game of the season. Fouls that back. He got the start last Sunday at Florida, was 1 for 4 with a run scored. His other start this season was against Clemson. We saw him a couple of games off the bench on opening weekend against NKU.
Great job, Gabe.
1-2 the count. Randolph played 3 seasons at PC. Was their male athlete of the year last year. Hit .329, 2 homers and 32 runs batted in. Had a .400 on base percentage for the Blue Hose. Gackle strikes out Randolph.
Yeah, Gackle's been going to that slider with 2 strikes to the right-handed hitters. Leaves that one a little more over the plate than he has been, but still able to get Randolph to swing and miss right there for strike 3.
He's got 7 strikeouts tonight. Here's someone who has gotten a Gackle tonight, KJ Scobie. High fly ball, right field, Stewart. Looks it in and makes the play. And the Gamecocks will leave 2. We're through 5. Big lead for Arkansas. Game one of a 3-game set between South Carolina and Arkansas. The Razorbacks have really impressed tonight. They lead 20-4 as we get ready for the top of the 6th. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Arkansas, starting with Micah New. He's had a terrific all-around game. 3-run homer in the first, walk in the third, 2-run double in the fourth. Scored 3 runs, made a sparkling catch in center field. One and one the count. Bryce Navarre has pitched 1 2/3 so far in his first appearance of the season. That's drilled to left field, and Micah New has done it again. A multi-homer night for Micah New, and he's driven in 6.
New's having one of the best all-around games we've seen on this field in a long time. Offensively, defensively, running the bases. Talked about the tools he has. They are loud tools. Gets a hanging breaking ball right there. Stays back so well and explodes on the baseball.
105 off the bat for New. Five homers now on the season, 2 of them tonight. Foul ball off the bat of Reese Robinette. Team leading 11th multi-hit game of the season for Micah New, his first multi-homer game of the year. Robinette's 1 for 4. The hit was a 2-run double in the fourth. Average sitting at 270. Robinette, a 4-year player for the Razorbacks. Started 18 games last year, played in 38. He did not play in the series against South Carolina. Redshirted in 2024 after playing in 14 games in 2023. So despite his 4th year, he's a redshirt junior.
Get an opportunity here to be in the lineup just about every day.
We like to see guys stay in the program and earn it.
Yeah, Arkansas didn't bring in a ton of transfers. The ones they did bring in, extremely effective, and a lot of them in the starting lineup. But overall, only brought in 7 transfers as a team. Some homegrown, developed players on this roster as well.
Here's Aloy. Aloy has one of the homers tonight for Arkansas. His 4th of the year. Mound visit for Coach Rooney. It's Elijah Foster getting loose for the Gamecocks.
So gonna make a change here, go with Foster.
So Navarre goes 1 2/3. He'll exit. I'll tell you about Elijah Foster when we come back. Malloy due up. Carolina brings in the right-hander, Elijah Foster.
Yeah, Foster's been solid for the Gamecocks this year, 1-0 with a 3 ERA and 6 innings pitched. 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 5 walks. He'll be anywhere from 90 to 95 with the fastball. Throws it a lot, and he'll mix in a slider, a cutter, and a changeup as well.
0-1 the count on Aloy. He flew out to left field in the first, hit a 2-run homer in the third, reached on an error in the fourth, and walked in the fifth. He's scored 3 runs so far. In the hole, 0-2.
I think those may have been both cutters right there from Foster. A little late offside run on the cut fastball.
Should tell you that Alexander Peck is pinch running at first for Robinette. Foster, impressive, strikes out Aloy. 1 down.
Yeah, 3 in a row right there from Foster. 3 swings and misses to get the All-American Aloy.
Here's Pompey. He's got a multi-hit game, and his last time up, a 2-run homer. 257 hitter, 4 homers, and 10 driven in on the season.
Go.
2-0 the count. Three and 0. Foster, the Sacred Heart transfer, pitched against the Gamecocks last year, opening weekend for the Pioneers. Was their Saturday starter. A short reliever this season for South Carolina. Well, after the strikeout, it's a 4-pitch walk. Peck moves down to second. Pompey takes first.
Kind of a tale of 2 at-bats right there from Foster. 3-pitch strikeout on 3 swings and misses, and then a 4-pitch walk right there to Pompey.
Brings up the number 9 hitter, Nolan Souza. Souza flew out to left field in the second, grounded out in the third, an RBI single in the fourth, then walked in the fifth. He scored a couple of runs. Foul back. Last year played in 32 games, made 28 starts at second base before a season-ending injury. Played in the South Carolina series against the Gamecocks. He was 3 for 11 with 3 walks a year ago. Two and 1 the count. Souza had a good freshman season in 2024, made the SEC All-Freshman team. Hitting .255 with 7 homers that year. Souza gets it, and the bases are loaded with Razorbacks. Here's Damian Ruiz. He's been on base 5 times. A walk, a 2-run homer, a walk, an RBI single, and another single.
It's a full day right there.
It's a full week for a lot of players.
Yeah. He continues to impress in the leadoff spot. Watch him take BP before the game. He was just peppering line drives to the right center field gap. Nice simple swing and simple approach up there.
He already has 3 runs batted in tonight. He has a great opportunity here to add to that total. Bases loaded and 1 down. 2-1 the count. Last season at Lamar, he was the Southland Conference Hitter of the Year. Hit .388, 7 homers, and 46 runs batted in. That pitch is up high. Having some trouble with his footing, Grayson. He seems to be looking down a lot after some of these misses.
Yeah, it does look that way, and a lot of his misses are up with the heater. These last couple of hitters as well.
The count is full. Nowhere to put Ruiz. The bases are loaded. Peck at third, Pompey at second, Souza's at first. Kojal's on deck. 1 down here in the 6th. Lamar transfer looking to do some more damage. We'll do it again. Though he's a transfer from Lamar, only 1 season there. His first 2 seasons he was at Houston Christian, which is another Southland Conference school. Put up okay numbers there, but really exploded last year at Lamar. Battling here against Foster. Ruiz had a 32-game hitting streak and 49-game reach base streak last year, breaking Lamar program records.
Wow.
Foster strikes out Ruiz. Second strikeout for Elijah Foster. 2 down here in the 6th.
Another one of those fastballs that got some natural cut on it. Able to get Ruiz to chase right there with a full count for the strikeout.
Here's Kojal. He's been on base every at-bat as well. RBI single in the 1st, homered in the 2nd, was hit by a pitch in the 4th, reached on a fielder's choice later in that inning, and then singled his last time up in the 5th. Officially 3 for 4. Two 2-0 the count. Breakout season with Arkansas last year was all SEC, hitting .333 with 15 homers and 62 driven in. He's already driven in 29 this season.
Coach Van Horn told us they knew he could hit, really wanted to work with him on his defense defensively, something Coach Van Horn takes pride in, is being able to teach infield defense, and I feel like he's come a long way starting at shortstop here tonight.
Good leader, good hitter, uses the whole field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. Missing low. Everyone will be on the move here. Peck is at third, Pompey's at second, Souza is at first. It's ball 4. Bases loaded walk for Kojal. He earns an RBI as Peck comes in to score.
So we're gonna have another pitching change here for the Gamecocks.
We'll take a break from Columbia, Arkansas with a big lead over South Carolina. Two outs, bases loaded in the 6th. And South Carolina makes a pitching change, Grayson. They bring in Hudson Lee.
Yeah, Hudson Lee, this will be his 10th appearance on the year. He's got a 2.84 ERA, only 1 hit allowed in 6 1/3 innings. Walked 5 and struck out 8. He's got a low 3/4, almost sidearm delivery from the left side. 87 and 90 with a heavy sinking fastball and a changeup. He'll mix in a slider to lefties as well. Really pitches off that sinker changeup combo.
Saw him on Tuesday, pitched 2/3 of an inning against Charlotte. Also pitched last Saturday at Florida. Here it's a bases loaded situation. Number 3 hitter at the plate, Ryder Helfrich. Grounds to short. Scobie throws out Helfrich, and Arkansas will leave the bases loaded. They get 2 more. Another home run from Micah New. It's 22-4 Razorbacks. Pitcher on the mound for the Razorbacks. It's a freshman right-hander, Jordan Martin.
Yeah, Martin's big kid, 6'6", 225. Hasn't given up a run. 2 innings this year. 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and a walk. Getting an opportunity here in the bottom of the 6th.
6, 7, and 8 are due up for the Gamecocks, starting with Logan Sutter. South Carolina has 4 runs on 5 hits. The runs coming via the long ball. A couple of 2-run homers, one from KJ Scobie, one from Luke Uhas. Sutter flew out to center field in the 2nd, reached on an error in the 4th, and scored on the home run from Uhas. Two 2-0 the count. Sutter had a monster week a couple of weeks ago. When you go back to the midweek and then the Princeton series, he was 9 for 16 with 4 homers. Works a leadoff walk here in the 6th. Ethan Lozama is due up, but we're going to have a pinch hitter for South Carolina. Gamecocks go to the bench and they bring in Caleb Hoover. Hoover is a sophomore from Heath, Texas, and a JUCO transfer from Grayson College. This is game number 6 in the season for Hoover. Got his first start in the finale against Princeton. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch and a run scored in that one. Helfrich out to chat with his freshman right-hander.
Yeah, he's just telling him all his misses are in the same spot right now. Missing arm side with that sinker. Tell him to get over his front side and throw it right through the mitt.
Hoover trying to pick up his first hit of the season. He is 0 for 5 at the plate. Was an all-conference selection last year at the junior college level. Hit .340, 16 homers, and 49 runs batted in. To the left side, Pompey goes to second for one on a first. Oh, and it's picked at first by Peck. A 5-4-3 double play.
That ball wasn't hit hard. It's got to be a perfect relay to the second baseman and a quick transfer to get it over to first to be able to get Hoover right there, and they executed it perfectly.
So 2 down. Luke Uhas got his second home run of the season in the 4th. Stewart unable to make the play in right. That's not Stewart, check that. That's Schaefer, Landon Schaefer now in right field. Multi-hit game for Uhas.
Let's go, Bo. Let's go, Bo.
Schaefer in right field, one of the 3 changes in the field for Arkansas. Brumbaugh is now at short. Peck, as I mentioned, at first base. Carson Brumbaugh, freshman, they're very high on.
Very high.
Off to a little bit of a slow start this season.
was the preseason
Go, Bo.
freshman of the year and the SEC pick. A lot of talent out there at short.
High fly ball, short center field, and it'll be Brumbaugh in the shortstop position who backs up and makes the play. That'll do it for the Gamecocks in the 6th. We'll go to the top of the 7th, all Arkansas. Top of the 7th. Put up runs every half inning, Grayson.
That's been an impressive offensive showing for the Razorbacks. Crooked numbers each inning here tonight. Looks like we're going to get a pinch hitter right here for Zach Stewart.
Landon Schaefer is in the field as a defensive replacement.
Come on, Lee.
Schaefer on the season, 0 for 3, has walked a couple times and scored 2 runs. He's a freshman, a local player from Fayetteville, Arkansas, out of Fayetteville High School. Looking for his first college hit. Scobie throws out Schaefer, 1 down. There are changes in the field for the Gamecocks. Hoover's in left. Jamison is in center. Uhas stays in and right. Reynolds is now at third. Scobie, Craddock, and Holland stay in. Randolph remains behind the plate. Here's Micah New. A lot of candidates for player of the game for Arkansas tonight, Grayson, but he stands above the rest.
It's going to be tough to beat Micah New. Not only those offensive numbers, but that play in center field.
Multi-homer game for New. 3-run shot in the first, a solo shot in the 6th. In between that, a walk and a 2-run double. That's lifted foul.
Hudson Lee's coming in, got 2 ground balls to short. It's a lot of balls on the ground with how much his sinker moves.
He's done a really nice job this season. Opponents only hitting .053 coming into tonight against Lee.
Change up right there.
He's been pitching with a foot issue as well. 15 appearances last season for Clemson. Before that, 2 seasons at Wake Forest. Teammates with tonight's starter, Josh Gunther. They both pitched out of the Deacon's pen. He was an all-state player in baseball and football at Dorman High School. I think the foot issue goes back to his football playing days there.
Yeah, it's just been something he's fighting in the preseason and pitching through it here.
Another opportunity for Scobie. 2 down.
3 batters, 3 6-3s in the book for Hudson Lee.
Here's the first at-bat for Alexander Peck, freshman from Franklin, Tennessee.
Good pitch right there, boy.
Peck 1 for 6 on the season. This is his 7th game of the year. He did make 1 start.
Here we go.
2-1 the count on Peck.
Peck just a freshman, 6'4", 205. Got some room to grow into that frame. A big first baseman.
All good, Pack, here we go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Lee looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Count is full. That's a 2-out walk. So Peck trots down to first. And bring up Aloy. Remains in the game. He's 1 for 4. The hit, a 2-run homer in the 3rd. He's also walked and scored 3 runs. That's a foul ball.
This Arkansas lineup day, very similar to what we saw in the midweek Charlotte. Most of the guys in the lineup are in there every single day. Not a lot of guys on the bench with a ton of opportunities. See guys like Aloy still in the game here.
Yeah, no one has started every game this season for Arkansas. A couple of guys who had started every game got their first rest on Wednesday night, but most of their starters, all but one or all but two.
Yeah.
Grounded to the third, Reynolds goes across the diamond. And it's a scoreless seventh for Hudson Lee. First shutout inning of the night for the Gamecocks pitching staff. And we'll head to the bottom of the seventh from Founders Park.
App has all of ESPN all in one place. Visit activate.espn.com to see if you have ESPN Unlimited as part of your TV package for no additional cost. It's all of ESPN all in one place. Sign up or activate now.
A freshman arm will take over for the Razorbacks. Luke Cornelison, 6'1", 205 at Springdale, Arkansas. This is his third appearance of the season.
He's been good, hasn't given up a run. 3 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Listed as a two-way player on the roster. He's appeared in 1 game, doesn't have an official at bat at the plate.
Try to get the final 3 outs as we are in run rule territory. 22-4. All Razorbacks tonight. Top of the order is due up for the Gamecocks. It'll be the first at bat of the night for Jack Reynolds, who replaced Patrick Evans in the field.
Be there for Luke. Yeah, good start.
Fouls it back. Reynolds is a redshirt junior from right here in Columbia. Junior college transfer from Gulf Coast State College in Pensacola. This is his 14th game of the season and has started 5 times. Started 4 of the last 5 games before tonight.
Get ahead.
Come on, Jack.
Come on, Jack. Go, 8. Right here, 8.
Go, Jack.
Into right field, Schaefer's there. Line drive out, and 1 down.
Hit it well right there. Got a fastball in, just lined it right at the right fielder, Schaefer, for the first out.
Here's Aaron Jamison. His first step out of the night. Takes a strike. Junior from Morgantown, West Virginia. Game number 17 on the season for Jamison. Didn't play on Tuesday in the midweek against Charlotte. Did play in 2 games last weekend at Florida. One of those a start. Quickly behind 0-2. Athletic center fielder with some power. 392 with 12 homers at the junior college level a season ago. Cornelison strikes out Jamison on 3 pitches.
Cornelison's got a live arm. You can tell he's a really good athlete on the mound. Sitting 93, 94 with that 4-seam fastball and able to blow it by Jamison there for the strikeout.
2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. Pinch hit opportunity for Eric Parker. Parker's a sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, and a transfer from the University of Georgia. 12th game of the season. He's made a couple of starts. Takes a strike. We last saw him against Princeton off the bench in a couple of games against the Tigers. Was 1 for 2 and scored 2 runs. Shot foul. His last start was back on March 4th against Charleston Southern. Started at third base. The other start of the season against Gardner Webb, also at third base. Hitting an even 200, he's 2 for 10 on the year. 2-2 the count.
Coming to you, Brumbaugh.
That's lines into right, a base hit for Parker. 2-out single here in the 7th.
That was a nice piece right there from Eric Parker. 2 strikes, fastball off the plate away. Just sticks the bat out and doesn't try and do too much with it. Gets himself a base hit.
Parker now 3 for 11 on the season. Brings up Jake Randolph.
Right back on the attack, Luke.
Randolph 0 for 1.
Ow. No response.
He pinch ran for Talmadge Lecroy in the 4th and scored a run on the 2-run homer from KJ Scobie. And then he flew out to left field in the 5th.
Yeah, good pass.
Primarily a DH in his career at Presbyterian. In his freshman season, 2023, he was the backup catcher to former Gamecock Dalton Reeves. Good catching combo there. Hammers that to left field. A 2-run bomb for Randolph. And it's the 3rd homer of the night for South Carolina.
All 3 of them 2-run shots. Randolph gets a 0-2 fastball, trying to go above the zone. Right there is Cornelison. Just leaves it down a little bit, enables Randolph to handle it. He pummels it. Ball is up above the belt there. Good job by Randolph getting on top. Drives it way out to left center field.
His first of the season, his first as a Gamecock. You mentioned all 2-run homers for South Carolina tonight, Grayson. Here is a man who hit one of them back in the 4th inning, KJ Scobie.
I hear Scope. Uh-huh.
0-2 the count, and the Gamecock shortstop.
Hey, hands are ready. Hands are ready.
Scobie struck out in the 1st, the 2-run homer in the 4th. He flew out to right field in the 5th. 305 hitter with 4 homers and 17 driven in so far this season.
night, brother.
8 homers last year as a freshman. He's halfway to that total. Lines one up the middle, past the pitcher and into center field. 3 straight hits for South Carolina with 2 outs in the 7th.
Yeah, all with 2 strikes as well. Parker extended it with a 2-strike single to right. 0-2 homer from Jake Randolph, and then another 2-strike hit from Scobie right back up the middle.
Here's Logan Sutter. Sutter flew out to center field in the 2nd, reached on an error and scored a run in the 4th, and then walked in the 6th. 294 hitter.
Yeah. Good pitch.
Again, Cornelison gets ahead. He did not go. Jeff Head over at first. It's 1-2 the can on Sutter. He's off. The count evens at 2-2.
Yeah, Cornelison's trying to go to that big down curveball. Once he gets to 2 strikes, did it with Scobie a couple times and came back with a 2-2 heater. Similar sequence here to Sutter.
Called strike 3. He gets Sutter looking, and this one will end via the run rule. Razorbacks defeat the Gamecocks 22-6, 22 runs on 14 hits and 1 error for Arkansas, 6 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for the Gamecocks. Win number 950 for Dave Van Horn at Arkansas. 2nd coach to reach 950. Had 2 coaches really for, what?
A long time.
A long time.
And he said, you know, good coaches are because of good players, and his players played really well tonight. Gave a lot of credit to his players over the years for his 950 wins, and kind of deflected what a great coach he actually is.
It's about 56 years of Arkansas baseball between those two. Razorbacks powered by 6 homers. It's home run derby tonight, Grayson. Gamecocks had 3 of their own.
Yeah, it was a lot of long balls tonight. Arkansas controlled it from the very beginning, and just Gabe Gackel on the mound. Had to feel good about winning that one after the offense put up some runs.
Razorbacks improved to 17-6 overall, 3-1 in the SEC. The Gamecocks dropped to 12-11 and 0-4 in the SEC. Join us tomorrow at 4 p.m. for Game 2. It'll be here on SEC Network Plus. For Grayson Greiner and the rest of our crew, I'm Dave Weinstein saying so long from Columbia, all Arkansas tonight. Razorbacks defeat the Gamecocks 22-6.